YouTube. How are you doing? I have some event stuff coming up for the Chevette owners page on Facebook, as well as anybody that has a Chevette or is a fan of Chevette that wants to participate. We are doing our 6th annual Chevette meet. This would have been the 7th, but since 2020 didn't technically exist, this is what we're going to consider our comeback tour. Kind of in a joking manner, mocking 2020 sucking so bad. With any luck, everything will go through according to plan. There's a few changes for those that have been to this in previous years. We have always done it a Friday through Sunday, and anybody that comes into town obviously is responsible for their own lodging and meals outside of like when we do our cookouts and things. When you come into town, we usually meet Friday night. We were meeting at Steak and Shake, but since Steak and Shake is closing their doors everywhere and our group is also getting too large to accommodate, Steak and Shake's now out of the question. And so we were looking for a new location to do our Friday night meet, and as it turns out, we'll probably also end up there after hours for some of those that want to do the cruise thing with the Good Guys crew, which we'll get into in a minute. And the Quaker Steak and Lube is big enough and local enough that we can fill the parking lot. They have a large area that they can accommodate us. Well, obviously we're going to get in touch with them and see if it's going to be an okay thing to do, but as of right now, that is our plan. One thing that we usually do, especially here recently, we're going to try and continue to do so until we get big enough to hold this on our own, is piggyback the PPG Nationals Good Guys event here in Columbus. And we get a lot of exposure that way because there's a ton of people in town. There's a ton of sponsors in town. It's attention. And of course, as much as we love to enjoy these cars, the ultimate goal is to grab enough attention that we can get more of an aftermarket going. And so while we get to enjoy this, this is also as a benefit. This also is a benefit to us and the hobby. As these cars age, things are getting a little harder to get. And so with any hopes, this large gathering will end up with positive results, more so than just the camaraderie and the cool experience we get to have. Now, touching on it a little further, so Friday we have everybody that comes in. Of course, there's some people that want to hang out after hours at hotels, which is cool, and kind of do whatever. You're on your own after dinner, for the most part, to go kind of back to your places. We're going to try and have a printed out itinerary of kind of the weekend, times that we're going to be doing things, phone numbers for some of us important people that you need to get a hold of in case you're lost, or you wanted to go venture off and do something else on your own in Columbus while you're here, and then meet up with us at the key points. That's fine. You'll have that ability to have that information. May even have a couple like router entry maps of kind of like whereabouts we're going to be in Columbus in relation to the giant 270 interstate that goes around Columbus. Makes it real easy to get around here. So aside from Friday night, Saturday morning we usually get up and we'll meet in a big group. We try to get the group together before Cars and Coffee is officially started. This is our Cars and Coffee crash. We do it every year for the last 6 years, and it's always well received. We were really worried about it at first, but we actually tend to pull the biggest crowd over there, and we're one of the largest conversation pieces. I'm sure as we're there more often, that won't be the case, but I don't know. It depends on how many cars show up. We always have a good time. Everybody's always really respectful. No burnouts in the parking lot. No showing off in the parking lot of Cars and Coffee. We have opportunities for that throughout the weekend where we'll be okay to do that. But there's going to be some places where I need you guys to be on your best behavior, especially in like the state park areas, and where I'm eventually getting to is the Allen Creek Reservoir, where we're going to be doing most of our photo shoots and our hangout for our cookout, which usually follows the Cars and Coffee. We have been doing where we would go down to the Scioto Riverfront, and that's been cool, but we did get in trouble last time we did that because we took up the boat ramp and lined up all of the Chevettes around the boat dock area where you would turn around the truck and trailer, and that was a big no-no. But we were able to get the picture off. I'll post that here. And then no trouble came of it. We were all really on our best behavior, and the police in the area were pretty cool about it. So we just got told don't do it again, and so we've got usually after Saturday's cookout. Of course, we do all kinds of cruising on the way there. We can do cruising on the way out. The Good Guys events spur on an area cruise after hours. Now, this is not for some of you that don't like big crowds, loud cars, burnouts, craziness. It's kind of like, well, it's an after hours party for car people, and they will block off a lot of Bush Boulevard's side streets. I think 710 is an area that runs, or 510, might be 510. Anyway, it runs between Bush Boulevard and the Polaris area where we're going to be at Quaker Steak and Lube. People will do burnouts up and down the street all night. Crowds cheered on. It gets kind of rowdy. The previous years, they let that go on for a while until people started getting stupid and things got dangerous, and then the cops would come in and shut it down or calm it down for a little while. But this previous year, they ended up doing it up at Quaker Steak and Lube that night because it had gotten so big. And another reason why we want to go to the Lube for our meet, because the Lube's huge, and they like car people. So that's a little bit of what we're going to be doing throughout the weekend. Things are going to change a little bit here and there, and nothing is completely set in stone. We're kind of fluid at the moment. So we are getting this out right now. What I wanted to touch base with you guys on was the basics, and let you know that you don't have to have a Chevette to appear here. You can come hang out with us. I'm sure some of us are going to have a passenger seat available for somebody that wants to ride along and enjoy the show from the inside of one of these cars. And if not, feel free to be a chase vehicle. If you want to bring your normal personal vehicle and you want to hang out with us just because you're a fan of Chevettes, that's cool. When we go to do our dinner, it's usually a big grill out. We do, of course, hot dogs, hamburgers, beans. We get all of the condiments fresh and new. That way nothing's been opened pre-dinner. And then all the buns and things are bought local at the local grocery stores. And what we do is we usually at like the coffee or Cars and Coffee, we'll do like a poll, and whoever wants to chip in for supplies for the dinner, we go ahead and get that all in a pot. And then a couple of us will go up to the store, we get everything for the dinner, and then of course we're going to go up and get a head start, whoever's going to be doing the grilling. That way by the time you guys get to where we're actually going to be doing the grilling, things are started and you guys can be hungry and show up and actually have food right away. Where we're going this year, hopefully, Allen Creek Reservoir. There is on-site facility. There's a beach, and if you wanted to go swimming, you can. It's a very open parking lot, so if it's sunny and hot like it should be in July, we're trying to plan on bringing some tent facilities, just like covered 4-post deals, just to provide some shade For those of you that want to show up and you can't be out in the sun forever. I got a few of you that wanted to come the last few years and really couldn't because of the heat, and I understand that. So we're going to try and accommodate as much as possible. We have doubled in size every year since we have started this. And if you have been on the Chevette owners page on Facebook for any length of time, you've probably seen some of the posts that we've made on it. And if not, if you're new, check it out. Or if you're not on the page, go ahead and go to it, answer the questions to get in, and check out the page. Go to the search page, or search part of the page, and you can put in Columbus meets. You can put in, well, you can put in any number of keywords that would bring you up to a bunch of these posts. And you'll get to see pictures and videos and things that we've posted over the course of the last 6 or 7 years. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time. And again, like I said, we double every single year our turnout. Last year we were looking at, I think we were projected to have almost 40 cars. And I think we got close to 30 cars. So, that year we didn't quite double our turnout from the previous year, but it was still a pretty good turnout. And I know a lot of new members have joined the page from the area, and I would like a lot of you to attend. I mean, it's cool, it's fun. And we're all from different walks of life. Everybody gets along real well because we all have this central like of this car. So again, it's a good time, and I think now, especially with the last year being as bad as it has been, I think this is going to be a good opportunity for people to get out and breathe and enjoy and just cruise and have fun with people that have like-minded interests. Now, I had shot this video before a couple times. I started on it, and then my oldest son, he started to help me film this yesterday. We're working with a new camera. And so we were trying it out, and it worked out good. The problem was we were trying it out in the garage because we needed to see the limitations of this. And the heater in there, I got a forced air propane heater, and it just over top of the video the entire time, and I sound very muffled. And there was a fuzzy on the lens we didn't see until I went to edit the video, and there's just a lot of things that just made it bad. So this is a new video I'm shooting right now. It is, what time is it? It is 11:54 on Monday, February 8th. And this was supposed to have been shot yesterday, day before. So I apologize, but here it is. This is why. And hopefully you'll get to see some of my boy's camera work here on some future videos, because he does a great job. So, in the meantime, again, check out Chevette Owners on Facebook. Check out my page, the T-Body Garage. I'm also on Instagram. It's the T-Body Garage. And hopefully you like my videos. I have a few more coming up here. There's another one that's a continuation of the brake swap job that I just started. This one off camera. That one there. I have part 2 coming out shortly. And then I have that tool video that I was planning on doing for you all, that explains all the basic tools that you would need to do just your normal maintenance on your car, to maintain it and enjoy it. And then all the way up to like full-on engine rebuild stuff. We'll touch on some custom tools and things like that, but really want to address what you really need to have at a minimum to do at least your basic maintenance. That way you're prepared. For those of you that have never done this before, or have dabbled in it a little bit and want to try, I'm trying to get some of you a little bit more motivated, because it's liberating to know that you can work on your own vehicle and you don't have to rely on somebody all the time to do your repairs, because a lot of this really is easy to do. So in the meantime, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your buddies about me. Go check out Chevette Owners on Facebook and my page, the T-Body Garage. Keep the shiny side up.